Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and today we are taking a look at a relatively new mod called the Cannons Mod Beta. Now you can see there's a very large barrel next to me. This is the cannon, and what I figure what we're gonna do in this episode is play around with it a little bit and maybe create a tank and start just destroying some stuff and see what kind of destruction can be caused with the cannons. But what the cannons mod basically allows us to do is shoot explosives. So when I press the button here, you can see it launches a spud at an extremely high velocity, and you may be wondering just how destructive these things are. So I'll go ahead and I'll actually put a concrete wall right here, and we'll just shoot it into the concrete wall. So you can see it's basically an explosive. You can basically fire an explosive rather than having to create some type of launching mechanism like a catapult or a shooter where you have to load a canister onto it every single time you want to shoot. This thing is able to just continuously shoot every 5 seconds. It actually has a 5-second cooldown, so you can see. Let me put a few layers of this. Actually, I don't know how many layers it can break through. Let's just put like a handful of layers here, and I'm just gonna spam the button, and you'll see the fire rate of it. All right, here we go. Oh wow, that is some pretty decent damage. And we're through. So you can see there's a 5-second cooldown, which is actually kind of cool. Although I think I'd prefer to be able to like set a cooldown time. Like if you like E to click on it, and then you can set like a cooldown time or something. That might be kind of nice. But again, this is Cannons Beta, and it just got released to the workshop like last week. So I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of awesome updates to this thing. But if I was to make a recommendation, I think the big thing that's missing right now is some type of muzzle flash when you shoot. Because right now when you shoot, I just shot right there. You can't really see anything from the barrel itself. You can only see the results of it. So let's just do a quick test. I'm just going to spawn in a random car here. I just want to see what kind of damage it does to like a vehicle. Just out of curiosity. Is that vehicle? Here, let's move it just a little bit into the way of the actual cannon shot. Hop in the seat and... Oh, I forgot I deleted the cannon and put it back. The button doesn't actually press. And... That's pretty good. I like that. And we cut it in half. That's just great. So I think, if I make a tank, I'm gonna want multiple cannons so we can fire more at a time. I'm just trying to think about the best way to do that. But in case you were wondering if they have recoil, whoa. That was kind of cool. I was not really expecting that to happen. Look at that. All right, now we've kind of balanced it. Here, let's see if we can make this a little bit more well-balanced. It's like a hoverboard. All right, there we go. So now we can test if they have recoil. So let's just put the button there. We'll attach it to, I'll put it onto 2 cannons at once, and we'll go ahead and press the button. All right, so there is some level of recoil. I don't exactly know. I mean, I feel like that's pretty centered, but the recoil... Oh, there we go. That was pretty cool. That was a legit one. All right, let's do it again. All right, yeah, so there is a level of recoil. All right, so now it is time to actually get building. I'm going to build some kind of functional tank with a turret and tank steering and stuff, and then we're gonna see what kind of destruction we can cause spawning in a bunch of random creations and stuff. Let's get to it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the scrap tank. It's getting really creative with the names here. So I did the scrap digicamo colors, and I think I've got pretty much full control over this thing. So we got tank steering, we can turn on a dime here. It's not like the fastest thing. I could turn up the engines, but I think this is like a nice, decent pace for the tank. We could probably turn it up a little bit. Getting to the engines might be another story, though. But then I can also turn the turret, and I can aim the cannons up and down, as you can see in there. Now, one of the tough things you may have seen in the time lapse was because the cannons are on a couple of electric engines to go up and down, the weight of the cannons was making it hard to keep the cannons level wherever I aim them. So you can see, like, when I aim up, it stops and it stays there. That's because the inside this big area here is actually a counterweight that's keeping them in place. And it took a lot of fine-tuning to try to get that counterweight to be able to fit while keeping range of motion, while at the same time being heavy enough to support the weight of the actual cannons. Now, you notice that I have 9 cannons on the front, and I'm really excited to actually use this on something. I'm curious how it's gonna work. So these are actually set not to fire all at once, but in kind of like a quick succession. So I'll show you when I press the button here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them there. Well, you can kind of see it. Well, it'd probably be better if we actually face this direction. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so check it out. So is that a cool sound or what from here? All right, I gotta wait 5 seconds. Oh, that looks so cool. All right, here, let's aim actually at this tree. Let's see how our aim is. And if we wanted to, first person isn't quite the easiest, but we're aiming up right now. Yeah, aiming is actually really, really difficult. We're aiming up. All right, so let's zoom out and see where we're gonna hit. Oh, that wasn't too bad. We actually hit the tree at least. All right, let's do this again. Oh, does that look cool or what? So now I'm curious, because all of those spuds, all of those explosive spuds are hitting in such a quick succession, how are the explosions going to work? Is one explosion going to get rid of the material in time for the second impact, basically allowing us to drill in really, really quickly? Or are multiple things going to impact the same surface before it explodes, therefore kind of lessening the overall damage? I think the best way to test that is just build a thick wall of I don't know if it behaves differently on metal like the normal canisters and explosives do, but let's find out. All right, so this is how thick it is right now, and I think for reference, I do want to do a quick test shot with just a singular cannon, just to see what exactly it's going to do. All right, so here's a single cannon shot. It looks like it goes, oh, that's a lot deeper than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. All right, so we've repaired the wall. Now let's go ahead and fire our tank at it and see what more damage we can do, or if it's going to be kind of similar. All right, we are aimed and we're pretty much dead on with it. So let's see, can we beat 4 layers, or are all these going to act as kind of one shot here? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. We went all the way through the wall. That is epic. We have to add more layers, apparently. I want to see how many layers this thing can do. How many layers was this even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 layers of metal could not stop the firepower of this thing. This is actually turning out to be way more awesome than I thought it was going to be. All right, let's see if we can beat 11. All right, I have 25 layers of metal, and I've just realized I have not saved this yet. And I don't know if we're going to break the game, because it got a little bit laggy when we fired at the last wall. All right, so now my creation is at least saved, so if anything terrible happens and we break the game, which happens more often than I'm happy to admit in my videos, at least we'll have a backup. All right, 25 layers. We got 11 layers deep before. Let's see how much we can get through with this one here. 3, 2, 1, fire. That's pretty far. That is pretty far. All right, so right here. Let's see how many layers is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got through 20 layers. That is kind of crazy. 20 layers of metal. Now, I'm actually kind of curious, is it going to be different with a lighter material like wood? Let's go through, see if we can get through 25 layers of wood. All right, there we go, 25 layers of wood. Now, let me do a quick single cannon test, because we could do 4 layers of metal. So can we beat 4 layers of wood with a single cannon? Because I don't know if the cannons behave the same way as canisters as far as the damage and explosion radiodes. But I think this is the best way to find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it actually treats the materials any differently, which is interesting. I don't know why they don't have a different impact, but let's find out what happens. Oh, I love the look of that. It is so awesome. All right, so here we go again. There is our layer. So let's start with 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. All right, so it is exactly the same no matter what material you use. It's about that time in the video where we start actually using this on actual creations instead of just some test walls and stuff. So you guys remember that car that I spawned in at the beginning of the episode? Well, let's see what kind of damage one shot of this does compared to the couple shots it took in the beginning of the video. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I also have, I actually do have a hatch here. Let's go ahead and fire and see what happens in 3, 2, 1, fire! It's just been completely severed in half. We can keep doing it, too. We can keep doing it. We don't have to reload explosives or anything. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. It's gone. The whole car is just gone. I love this. Oh, this is the best invention ever. All right, I just want the satisfaction of just cleaning up the entire car. There we go. All right, everything's gone. We've completely demolished the entire car. We must spawn in a bigger creation. All right, so we've just spawned in the mad scrap car, and I am really looking forward to seeing what happens to this thing. It's got a lot of little individual pieces, so we might be making a mess here, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for the sake of destructive goodness. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh no, there it goes! There it goes! Come back! It's running away. It is not happy with the damage that has been dealt, apparently. Oh, okay, we definitely need to make this thing faster. Where are... Oh, we have 4 different engines to do here. All right, there we go. Now we are much faster. So, are we going to be able to... Whoa, turning is pretty fast, too. Are we even going to be able to find... Oh, there it is. It's flipped itself. It's flipped itself. It's not going to be doing too well anymore. Now it is time to put this thing out of its misery. It's clearly not having that good of a time, so... Look at all the pieces fly everywhere. Oh, having a lot of fun with this creation. Oh, look. All right, now we just got to get the front part. Just get those wheels out of there. No more risk of this thing running away anymore. Look, I want to go look at the wreckage here. We fired 3 shots at this thing. 3 shots. And it is a mere pieces of a shell of what it used to be. Oh, well, let's clean it up. Best way to clean up is explosives. There we go. A little bit better of a trajectory here. There, perfect hit. Oh, I love it when the pieces, it's like a fireworks show. All right, there's another piece. Then we got just one little clump of debris left. There we go. And it's pretty much gone. Shall we go bigger? I think we shall. All right, check this thing out. This is by Brick Bob Gaming. This is actually built for the flooded world. It's a container house yacht combo. So that actually looks pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at it, even though this isn't technically a flooded world thing. Is that like some type of fishing rod or something up there? We got, oh, look at that door. Look at all this stuff that we're gonna destroy. Toilet at the end of a storage unit of some sorts. Oh, this is gonna be really nice to destroy. All right, we got a couch and stuff. We got, are those, what is this? I don't know what the, maybe shelving things? All right, here we go. First shot. I wonder how far it's gonna make it through. 3, 2, 1. Oh. All those metal support beams just got flown everywhere. All right, let's go. I just shot directly through the hole that I had already made. All right, you know what? Let's go down a little bit. Just to aim more at the base. There we go. Oh, the fireworks effect is amazing. It really makes you feel like you've really hit hard. I mean, and we are. We're just annihilating this thing. Hey, look at the holes we're just digging into it. But I'm gonna move around to the front and I'm gonna shoot down into the container. Through all of those boxes. All right, right through that doorway. All right, let's see how far through the container we can get in 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, that was like a direct hit. We just took out the entire inside of the container. All right, if we aim to the right, we should be able to detach the roof of it. All right, maybe a little bit more to the right than what we just did. All right, here we go. There it is, and the roof is gone. Oh no, it's right there. The colors. I love the colors. This is about, like, one of the most satisfying things I think I've built recently. I don't want to stop until it's, like, gone. That's just, like, what I have to do. All right, I don't know why I didn't think of this until just now, but why don't we do, the tank itself? Why don't we try to destroy the actual tank itself and see what happens? So it's gonna be tank versus tank, as if it's not already getting laggy enough. But, by tank versus tank, I mean this tank versus a completely uncontrolled and unmanned tank, so it's not really competition or anything. But there you go. Whoa. We just literally put a hole all the way through the thing. Hey, you can actually see the weight inside now a little bit, the weight mechanism. But I was not expecting it to go completely. Look at that. Look at it. It's just a complete hole. That is amazing. Oh, I don't know what it is about that, but just seeing a hole directly, like everything else is intact except for the hole that we just lasered right through it is extremely satisfying to see. All right, let's go for like the driver's seat. This is probably gonna make it drive away. Oh no, never mind, because the engines aren't attached to the driver's seat. They're attached to buttons. All right, we are just, this thing is just an annihilator. Oh, I am so glad I went with like the machine gun style firing rather than everything at once, because it all just piles up one after another. All right, so I thought of an even better idea. Instead of just blowing up stuff that's close to me, let's test out our aim and range. I'm just gonna put this thing way over here and hop on out, and we're gonna try to shoot that thing out of the sky. It should just hover there pretty well. So hopefully this is something that we can hit. I don't know how we're gonna aim that well, but we'll just do some trial and error if we can't get it on the first try. Imagine if we do get it on the first try though, that'd be pretty awesome. All right, let's hop on in, and I think I'm actually gonna maneuver myself so that we're kind of on a hill here, so we can aim up a little bit better, I hope. I'm gonna go into first person for, oh, where is it? There it is. All right, I think that's as good as we're gonna get on the aim. Now we just gotta hope that we're aiming high enough. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hit. Oh, we are not high enough. We are definitely not high enough. I got the perfect idea. We're just gonna put this right there, and that's gonna help us aim. Aim ourselves up a little bit more. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, little bit more. 3, 2, I gotta wait 5 seconds. 1, fire. Oh, we're just above it. Just go down a little bit. 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, there we go. There it goes. We just knocked that thing out of the sky. All right, let's go assess the damage and, of course, just do more damage. All right, let's see. It actually looks fine from this perspective. Oh, there it is. There's where we hit. So I think we hit the far end of it, so we couldn't really see the damage as much from our side, and then it just fell straight out of the sky. So let's just back up here and put this thing out of its misery. It's still trying to fly, so the best way to do that is just have it stop existing. All right, so that is my first look at the cannons mod. What did you guys think? What are your impressions of the cannons mod? This is just 9 cannons in use the way that I wanted to use them. And as you can see, they seem pretty darn effective. So if you have any ideas, anything else you'd like to see me do with the cannons mod, or really anything else in Scrap Mechanic as well, I'm always down for suggestions. I always peruse the comments if you guys have any good ideas. I had a ton of fun with this one. Let me know which clip of destruction was your favorite. Leave a timestamp in the comments below. I'd love to watch that to see what stood out to you guys. What was the most satisfying for you? Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.